Today's video will discuss Chapter 2.1, Writing Equations. The first thing we're going to start with is translating from words into a mathematical equation. Keep in mind that an equation has an equal sign in it. Without an equal sign, it's just an expression. So there's some really important words that you're going to want to recognize. Less than, keep in mind what operation that might be. Times, keep in mind what operation that might be. And then this word is, and that is going to be our equal sign. So essentially we're going to put all of this on one side, and then this 25 is going to go on the other. So I want to do 80 less than 15 times a number. So if we think about what 15 times a number is, and then 80 less than that, so if you were to say like 100, 80 less than 100 is 20, so you're going to say 100 minus 80. So this 80 is actually going to be on this side of my subtraction sign. Okay, so the confusing part here is that even though 80 is listed first, it actually comes second in our equation. 15 times a number would be 15 times, and you call this whatever you want. I'll call it n, but you could call it x, you could call it t, you could call it whatever you want. And then is my equal sign, and then the number 25. So this says 80 less than 15 times a number is 25. All right, I'm going to have you try one. 7 times a number squared is 5 times the difference of k and m. You can pause the video at this time to practice this problem. All right, so some really important words here are going to be times, should tell me that I'm multiplying. Squared should help me with the exponent. Is my equal sign. 5 times tells me I'm multiplying. And then difference is going to be subtraction. So 7 times a number, 7 times, we can call it n again, but again, you may call it whatever you want. Squared. So this is 7 times n squared. Keep in mind the n is squared, not necessarily the 7. Equals 5 times the difference of k and m. Seven times n squared equals 5 times the difference of k and m. All right, so now let's practice a story problem. There are 45,000 flights per day. How many days will it take for 180,000 flights? So we're going to set this problem up as there are 450,000 flights per day. I'm going to write that better, I'm sorry. Writing on the side when your handwriting is bad enough already is difficult. 45,000. I'm going to multiply this times the number of days. Let's call that D. Remember, that's my letter, sorry. Equals 180,000. So now what I need to do is solve for the letter D. I'm going to divide both sides by 45,000. I should end up with D equals 4. Now, if you don't necessarily know how you're doing that, you could just guess and check. 45,000 times 1, times 2, times 3, and then eventually times 4 would actually get me there. All right, now what I'm going to do is practice when they give us the algebraic equation and we have to put it into words. So for example, this is going to be 6 times z minus 15 is 45. 6 times z minus 15 is 45. Now there are a couple ways you could write this. You could say 15 less than 6 times z is 45. You could say equals 45. There are a bunch of different words you could use. But just keep in mind what you're doing is taking this and translating it into words. I'm going to give you one to practice now. This one has multiple variables. You can pause the video now to practice this problem. All right, so here we should be going y, something like y squared. Remember, there's not only one correct answer. Plus 3 times x, I'll say equals, so you could use the word is, w. Sorry, and this is really bad handwriting, but y squared plus 3 times x equals w. And remember, there's all sorts of different possible answers as long as it says that. All right, well, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in class tomorrow.